Hello everybody, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting Link to the Past Randomizer Pilot Spoiler Tournament 2022. We got brackets round 2 for you today. It's OK Dudes Gone Wild versus Sniffing Beer and Drinking Glue. Commentating for us, we have Gilgamesh and Krista Joy 730, and tracking is Animus United. Say hello everybody.
Hello, hello.
Yo, what it do, everybody? So,
All right.
Gil, you do the intro.
Yeah, so we got we got the intro here. We got OK Dudes Gone Wild versus Sniffing Beer and Drinking Glue and the Pilot Spoiler Tourney. So for those of you who are not familiar what Pilot Spoiler is, there are teams of two. One player is the runner, one player is the log reader, so to speak, and the log reader is given a spoiler log which contains the locations of every item in the game. And that player is poring over the log and trying to figure out the best route for the runner to take through the seed when knowing where everything is. So it's a very important communication game, making sure that both players are on top of what's happening, having a good feel for how your runner can handle low percentage boss fights and low percentage dungeons, and whether or not to take time to go out of the way for any safeties. These tend to be pretty fast. They tend to be pretty skill intensive. So this should be, and I didn't mention, this is a double header, so we have two races happening, one right after the other, between these two teams. So should be exciting, and we should be getting underway here just about now.
Ludi, I'm gonna chime in. Chat, I know you guys are super duper hype. We have two excellent executioners here, and we have the Pika Boss Gamachu, master of the Lucky Horseshoe, going against a real life horse who shoots like a stormtrooper and has real horseshoes. So this is coming down solely to execution, guys. So sit back, relax, and let's enjoy the madness together. Right, Gil?
Yes. So we already have a little bit of divergence here with the. This may be the a tactical slow route to Kakariko to allow Beer time to read the spoil log a bit while Ed farms up some bombs and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like a known Ed thing. He likes to try to do, anything else, give his partner time. Same thing on Gamma side. Usually what Gamma tends to do is go straight through Kak, because Kak has the most, checks at the moment. So why not? You just go in, pop in, dip, see what you can get. But in Ed's case, he did get a big key right off the bat.
Call out here, I mentioned the teams. We have Gamachu and Mr. Ed running, and then Moogle Charm is piloting for Gamma, and Homemade Beer is piloting for Ed.
Yes. So you have the Moganator versus the Beer Router himself in the direction seat, and we got our wonderful, wonderful Gamma and the horse in the driver's seat. So, we do see a little route divergence, but... Ooh.
And this is a key sanity seat as well, so not only do the pilots have to keep track of all our normal items, your hammers, your bows, etc., they also have to keep track of keys, how many keys you need to get through your dungeons. That's another thing. We're probably not going to see a map check at any point during these races, so we're not going to necessarily know what dungeons are our crystals until the runners actually complete them.
Absolutely. And you see a difference in the way our runners got bombs. So you have Ed that, is broker than a joker, going in and getting bombs the old-fashioned way by farming them. Whereas Gamma, he's like, I got money for days, decides to go into the store and buy some. In a spoiler tournament, you have to say, is taking the time out to farm going to matter? But not really this early.
I'm getting word from our man in the field that Eastern Palace Pod and Skull Woods are in fact our pendants for this race.
Ooh, so one key is worthless unless Eastern has something in it. But who plays Eastern anyway? I mean, come on, Guild. Who does
I
that?
mean, listen, some people love Eastern.
Oh, whoever loves Eastern, those are those types. I'm a straight dirty hula hand starter, so Eastern is never a thing. It's getting ignored. Like Gamma ignores Hobo, Catfish, and Smith Chain. So all right, we're in Moldorm Cave. We have literacy, a small key to GT, a bow.
Okay. Saving quitting out of there, so nothing in Ice Rod Cave. So are we taking that bow straight to Eastern here? Do we need something from Eastern? Looking like we need something from that area.
Yeah, if you get the bow, I mean, at this point, why not? You get a couple of checks. It hurts. It hurts so hard that Eastern is a thing, but you can full clear it. So you definitely, if it's a crystal, it's a pendant. But do we know which pendant it is?
Eastern is the green pendant.
Oh, so yeah. No harm in full clearing it in a normal circumstance, but in spoiler,
Yeah,
it
Gamma's
really
head
depends.
straight there, so something we want hiding in Eastern here, and well, it may not necessarily be behind Armos, because we're gonna want the bow at some point anyway. Well, actually, no, I just Pod's another so technically we may not even have needed the bow. Unless there is something behind Armos.
We shall see in just a moment. Ooh, you just gotta love the drama, the sensation.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep myself blind from the spoiler log because I want to see. I want to see what this nonsense looks like. But we have some folks in the chat ensuring us that this is gonna be a quote unquote fun one.
Disastrous! I love it. Thank you, Wally. You have just made me happy. Also, we have Ed doing what Ed does best, failing on the first try, getting on. Just, that's
Yep.
our horse.
We're going to Armos here, so I wonder what's back here. Could be Moon Pearl.
Wow. Look at Ed doing Hobo. This man dodges Hobo so hard, you would think he was a dodgeball master. So it must be something good.
Oh, Fire Rod. So Gamma didn't pick that up. I wonder if Ed picked that up because he didn't want to do the back of Eastern without a fire source on 3 hearts.
Yeah. You try hard not to because it's very easy to die in that dark room that Gamma just executed perfectly.
Ed and B are following up here to Eastern, so we will shortly see what the rush was to get over here.
Guild, that this is going to personally attack Gamma on an existential level, because like I said, the man dodges Hobo all the time. So
it's whatever was on the green pendant. It wasn't even on what was Arma. Okay.
Well, yeah, we're about to find
dude.
out what green pendant is. Yeah, okay, dude.
Wait, what? Well, now I'm very confused.
Gamma. Oh. You know what? This is typical Gamma. He's.
Yeah, it could be. People are calling for a pet seed.
We would love it to be a pet seed. Just because the horse hates Ped And
I wonder if that
we
means that like Mirror is locked behind Ped, because I would think normally. I mean, I guess you wanted to come in there for the flute, right? I'm trying to think if you could have waited to knock out Pod and Eastern at the same time if it was a Ped seed. But I guess if you wanted the flute, you were already in there. It makes sense to just beat this now.
You know, Gamma could have gotten this key long before when he first dipped into Catwell. To have to go back and do it again, you hate to double dip.
Yeah,
Cave.
that one's not too bad, at least.
No, it's a short stride, and you can also route it in with activating the flute, so you can get away with it, but you try not to give your opponent as much time, as possible, because
Right.
if you're good, but here's where Gamma will probably gain a lot of time. All right, let's see how our horse shoots. Will he do stormtrooper shooting, or will he actually hit the mark because it's a league or tournament game?
That was a good Armos fight from Ed. All right, so
Yeah, that was.
Gamma now heading up the mountain. Gamma is also going to need to get that fire out at some point from under the bridge. So that is a little bit like that'll be time that Ed gets back, as Gamma has to route that in at some point.
Yeah, and Gamma's gonna do this so basically when he needs to get it. Even though Hobo could be sitting right in front of him, Gamma's gonna be like, I'm allergic.
Okay, so there's the mirror. Now I'm even. I guess if you really wanted that flute.
I'm more upset that
Now we're going to the front of Escape. Oh, terrific.
Well, no. I'm still a bit salty over the fact that that's vanilla. It's like one of those things. Like, this is supposed to be randomized, man.
Yes, they have a spoiler on it. Okay, picking up some cash. Oh, will we need Zora here? Is that why we're picking up a little extra cash?
Oh, this is everything Gamma hates. Okay, so we have both runners that abhors, the scam fish and paying anything. And if
Going
Zora is
straight to Dark Cross here. I gotta say, I love the way Ed navigates this. It's fascinating to me in the dark when he doesn't have a sword. He just like quick swaps a certain number of times or something to tell how long he's walking for.
Yeah, that is unique to Ed alone, because usually, if we have a sword, we'll use, the spin attack as a marker for dark rooms, or we'll use bombs or the hammer or something. But Ed, he's like, nah, who needs that,
Oh, Ed continuing up the mountain. So Gamma did not do this. We'll see what Ed and Beer are looking to pick up. Oh, the smokiness swap palace and Dark Cross. Terrific.
That is a trash location. Woohoo! And it looks like East Dust Mountain must have something. So it's a matter of what. And the fact that Ed is rushing this real fast means that there's got to be something good in Paradox. And we're about to find out, Gil.
Pro, that's pretty good.
And a big key to
Proceeds.
Brotown. Okay. Let's go.
So still no Dark World access yet.
Give it. Let's see. Wow.
Picking up a mushroom. Okay. And a powder.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, imagine. Absolutely imagine this, Gil. You know
both players
how
picking
much...
up potions at the same time, just from different locations.
Yeah, so I mean, Sick Kid is a thing. And the powder, getting the powder, I'd like to hope that magic bat is the thing, because that, personally kills Ed inside to have to go to Bat Town. So
I wanna know what's in this Zelda cell here. So both players rushing this for your hammer. Okay.
hammer. Okay.
Oh, I bet you. I wonder if there's something in Hera, and that's why Gamma waited to do the mountain, because now Gamma can route the mountain up and then do Hera at the same time.
Makes a lot of sense from that perspective, because that's
Yeah.
exactly where Gamma is going.
That seems a little more efficient from that side of things.
Oh yeah, powder is definitely a good defensive item. There's no doubt about that, because you're gonna play this low health, obviously. So you need to turn any fairy, any anti-fairy into a fairy just to save your life. So if it's easy to get, but believe me, we want Magic Bat. We want Magic Bat. Those who know Mr. Ed knows Ed's love for Magic Bat.
So Gamma gonna pick up the Moon Pearl as well. We'll see if they end up getting that extra bottle. Oh, good, good. I'm glad Ed and Beer decided that they needed that compass.
Wouldn't be our horse, Gil, if he did not fluff something. So you gotta love Ed.
So Gamma not getting that mushroom, so it doesn't look like that's going to lead to anything. But the powder they did get, probably just for safety.
It makes me wonder what that mushroom has that would make Ed get it. Unless Ed opened the wrong chest, because we've known that was
I think that was just a Beer hadn't checked the mushroom spot yet, and Beer said just grab everything in there.
Okay, because we've known Ed to open the wrong chest. Them fingers on the controller.
Uh-oh. Look where Gamma's going.
It's bat time! No. Let's go.
So Gamma did not actually go to Hera here, which is I'm a little surprised. Just got the stuff on the mountain, so maybe they're not saving any significant amount of time. This is just gonna be a glove, probably. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
our Dark World access.
Yeah, it was incoming, because once you got the hammer, and the Merle, you definitely leaning towards that, lovely little entranceway going, towards Swamp Palace, or you could enter the one through Thieves Town. So it's just a matter of what do you want to do.
Yeah. And yeah, I think if Hera has nothing, then obviously, yeah, we just wait until do it right before GT. But yeah, Gamma just going straight to pod here. Yet another pendant. I mean, obviously, if this is a ped seed, as we are all surmising, you want to get this done as quickly as possible. And we do not have the pod big yet, however.
Yeah, I doubt Gamma would go and deliberately double dip pod, unless
could just have the big key in pod here, or obviously, yeah, need some item to lead to the big key.
Exactly, because you're looking at vanilla, it being somewhat French vanilla, depending. But as long as the pod key, big key,
Gamma only
is
has
in
one
here.
small key. So yeah, we need something from pod. So the pod looking like it's going to be required double dip here.
Josh, good to see you. Good to see you. We have a battle of horseshoes going on, Josh. We have, Lucky Horseshoe Gamma versus Real Horseshoe Ed. So it's coming down to execution. But usually in a spoiler tournament, you usually have a dedicated pilot and a dedicated runner. That way you really practice and get into it, and you get each other's flow. If you constantly switch up, there can cause some continuity issues. And big key of swamp.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So now we see the horse going into pod as well.
Yeah, there's something we want back here.
Yeah, there is.
Slightly noteworthy is that Ed and Beer do have 2 pod smalls. They might be able to get a little extra checks in here if there's something, but probably not. I can't imagine there's anything you would want on this run of pod that would require more than 1 small key. So what do we have back here? We have a big key to desert. Okay, we do need that. And the flippers. Aha! This is okay. We have a clearable swamp palace now, which it looks like that might be where we're headed next.
Absolutely. You saw how quickly he dipped out of pod. We're going straight.
Getting that swamp small and that swamp big right away seems very telling, but
holy moly.
Gamma's got to grab that fire rod.
Yes, indeed. I like this play. I absolutely like this. And like we were just saying, Gil, he would not dip Hobo until he absolutely needed it. Because that is Gamma. Gamma hates Hobo. He's allergic to it. So he had to take some Benadryl in order to get here. Gonna get that fire rod. And now we're going to see some swamp action.
Just looking at the board right now, as far as items that we still actually need, I think it's just, we need Ice Rod, we need Samaria, we need TR Big, and then GT Big. Oh, and probably some swords. We might want some swords.
Yeah,
and it looks like Gamma's going straight for desert here first.
What is in desert? Oh, that's a good question. So, we're trying not to spoil ourselves, chat, but you guys can give guesses, except for those who actually read the log. You guys are banished from late commentary on what items are where. But there's
here's some divergence. So, oh wait, never mind. It looked like Ed was going to swamp, but nope, it looks like he got steered to desert first.
Considering Ed Hammer versus the boss of Swamp, I can see why they're going the route of some sword action here. Also, Desert Big Chest having a big key to Skull Woods.
Something else that we just went out of our way to get. So this is a little concerning how many of these optional big keys we're being forced to pick up. Hey, okay, so we got, yeah, so Ed's not picking up that extra pod small from the back, so it looks like 2 pod smalls is probably all we need.
The sad part is, who really cares in a normal seed, not this spoiler where you know everything, who honestly is gonna go to Skullwoods? Like, Skullwoods is great, but Skullwoods Big Chest is like a Monka. I can't see myself just dipping in there unless necessary. And we have the horse getting his big key.
So something's got to be on land mode here, right? Because I don't think you would. I mean, maybe you would have come to desert first just for the sword.
Yeah, because, you know, You know the usual connotation that's with swamp. There's usually a sword in swamp. So
Yeah.
if that holds true, then it definitely, you can get a master sword out of it instead of, fighter
Blue
sword.
mail.
Blue pajamas on the Pichu.
And yeah, that's
Excellent.
something just to call out. So yeah, I see Smirky Chat saying how close this is. That, and that's the big thing about spoilers, that you don't have a lot of room for error in this mode. You have like every minor optimization you can make is huge, and any slight routing difference can make or break the race in one way or another. So very small margin of error in these.
Absolutely. Execution is
Speaking of execution,
everything.
brace yourself.
Oh no! No! No, Stormtrooper activated! Oh boy. Oh boy, that's our horse. I told you. He never lets us down, Gil. There you go, Ed. Having to use bonk strats,
He gets
but
it done.
Lambo, yeah, for his blue pajamas,
Now I think we're getting some swamp plays here.
Yes.
So I wonder, I'm wondering if they decided to pick up that sword to avoid having to do hammer Argus.
I know Ed would want a sword going into Argus, because you know him and Argus have a love-hate relationship. It's more like a hate-hate relationship. So he needs as much as possible. And maybe, God tier left side swamp. Also, Hype Cave having the half magic. Will Beer tell Ed to get that?
I would imagine.
Also, Ice Rod chilling up with a Gina. Yikes.
Oh, that is one other thing that I should mention about these races. So because it's a spoiler, and obviously both teams have theoretical full knowledge of the seed, they are allowed to watch their opponents, so they can see where they're at. So that can potentially change routing and stuff. So yeah, so if Beer sees that Ed's behind a little bit, he might tell Ed to try skipping some stuff.
Ed needs to get that half magic, because Ed in Fire Rod and Ice Rod shot skill.
Yes.
And he is gonna get it. I think Beer thought about that, like, yeah, maybe Stormtrooper needs a little assistance. So, all right.
Let's see what we picked up that swamp big key for. Okay, Samaria there.
Samaria. Interesting. All right, let's see what other chests we're going to get in Swamp Palace. Are you hoping for mandatory left side swamp, Gil?
No, I don't like left side. I'm not I like to skip left side as much as possible.
Yeah, for us, we don't like it, but remember,
I don't even like watching it. It's not fun to watch.
it's fun to watch Ed, because you know what he's doing while he's doing it. And Gimatu, left side swamp, not the most popular destination yet. Do they have any ice malls yet? I want to say no.
No, I don't think we have seen any ice smalls. Okay, there's a sword there. Okay, I'm almost skipping it, but...
See, I told you there's always a sword in swamp. That's like the law.
The memes are real.
Law. Exactly. And you gotta, remember the fire locked fire as well. So, yeah, there are certain codes that are associated with Link to the Past.
So it's looking like it may have just been Samaria that we came in here for.
And the sword, that way.
Well, yeah, the sword we got on the way, but... Small key to Skullwoods. Interesting.
So Skullwoods must have something.
I think that's probably just it's on the way. It'll make things
Beat
a
the
little
boss,
bit
yeah.
faster to route. Yeah, because clearly we're gonna have to do the boss if this is in fact a pedestal seed.
Okay.
So yeah, Gamma and Moogle running a little bit ahead of Ed and Beer right now. Like I said, they've both pretty much done roughly the same things, but I think Gamma's execution has been a little bit cleaner and their routing has worked out slightly better. It's not a huge difference, but it doesn't take much of a difference. It's tough to pull ahead in these spoiler seeds.
It really is. I mean, because like I said, it comes down to execution 100%, you know. All right, Gamma getting a crystal. Yeah, we're thinking it's Ped. I mean, there's no reason to, beat Peds for.
Yeah, there was no reason to beat Barmos there unless you had to pull pad at this point, so.
Yeah.
Gonna get Bombos tablet check here. Where are these
Shovel on
boots?
Ped. Ooh.
We want our boots. The boots have to be pretty buried, I think, at this point.
There's a
Okay,
myth
there's a
right
myth.
there.
So, Ice Palace next?
Yeah, it's got to be Ice Palace. Which is exactly where Gamma is going. Put that fire rod to use.
Be a nice quick clear here.
Meanwhile, Ed.
He's doing great. He's trying his best.
Yes! That's our stormtrooper. That's our stormtrooper.
Yeah, Ped's got to be a medallion or a big key at this point.
I would like it to be GT Big Key. Just because. Okay, Gamma getting the...
Okay. Wait, we're leaving Ice?
Yo! Quake is mandatory! Oh, I am in heaven, Gil! You know how I feel about Quake.
So if you're leaving Ice there, that must mean you need something in the Ice Big Chest. And we need to find the Ice Big Key first.
Yup.
Gross.
This is beautiful. Also, Fairy having blue Kool-Aid. Nice. And
so Quake is probably our Mire entry, I guess, and we're gonna go into Mire now. That's the plan here.
NASA is actually 1 green and 1 blue. Gamma used up one of the greens in order to throw into the fairy.
So we're picking up the cape. I guess if it's right there, it makes Vitreous a little bit safer on 5 hearts and Master Sword.
Yeah, because I mean, how many times have you and I gotten burned by Vidi? Low health Vidi and Randomizer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a fun fight on 5 hearts and Master Sword.
No, and I've done that bad boy Randomizer, Bossimizer, 3 hearts. Oh boy, it's spicy. Everything kills you.
Ed opting to pick up a potion first. Although Ed has 7 hearts now, to note, so a little healthier than Gamma at the moment.
Yeah, so he can tank an extra hit. Annie, this game, this seed is pretty spicy.
There's a big key to ice.
What a terrible location, Gil! Oh.
This is good stuff.
Oh. Dang it. You know I'm gonna get blamed for this, Gil. I mean, get the Banhammer and Edge channel again. Oh boy. It's great.
Alright, is there anything else in Maya, or are we just going straight to... Oh, it looks like we have something on the spike chest here. Okay, just a little extra heart container before going to Vitreous. Sure.
Yeah. You need as much as possible, you know, even though you have blue pajamas, Vidi eyes hurt.
So, I'm thinking, I'm guessing we probably go straight back to Ice Palace after this to finish that out and get whatever's in the big chest. Trying to think, I'm looking at the board here. We haven't, clearly there's nothing in Hera because nobody's touched Hera yet. So that's just being saved for last. We still need that TR big key and another TR small.
Yeah, be nice. Be nice. Even though I'm a big fan of the mirror shield, you know, send off for 3 shields is my philosophy, but I don't think either of these runners are gonna dig that too much.
Nice Dark Maya for Gamma there.
Yes.
And maintaining Spooky while going through Dark Maya. Wow, what a boss.
Yeah. Wow. And you know what he'll say, though? He'll say he's learning. He's learning. So, very solid use of the cape for crowd control.
Nicely done. Just a couple arrows into the eyeball here.
This was well played.
And having a little more trouble in this dark room.
And
by a little bit of trouble, I mean a lot of trouble. But he did pick up the potion. There we go. He's got it.
Okay, so now that we have that, we know we're going back to ice.
I would have to imagine. But yeah, like, you know, it's little things like that. The slightly slower mire on Ed's side, those kind of things add up pretty quickly. And, you know, Gamma's a decent bit ahead here now.
Yeah, definitely. Like we had said before, you know, it comes down to execution. It really does. And one little small mishap, forget about it. It's over. You know, but it's never really over because, you know, he does have Beer as this pilot, and
it's not, well, plus, you know, these are all very low percentage fights too, so you can a small lapse in concentration from either side can cause an unfortunate death or something like that, so you never know.
Exactly.
I'm definitely doing the slower Vitreous fight here.
No GFE. Skilled at dodging, not throwing. Dodging. That is our dodgeball hero. So now already stealing the key. That chest must not have anything worthwhile.
Let's see what was in this big chest. I mean, it's got to be. I would be. I'm gonna guess that this is probably boots.
And that's exactly where we're going, Big Chest. Let's see. Let's see, folks.
Oh no, it's Bombos. Okay, so
Bombos!
Need that for TR.
Yep. It wasn't a true everything is Quake seed.
So we can't beat TR yet because we don't have enough small keys.
And we have a guest, a special guest that has just popped into chat. You know, the routing lord himself, Julo. Hey, Julo. So, now we're gonna see some cold stare action.
Yeah, blink and you miss it.
Yeah.
And another big key. Cool. There's our TR big. All right. We still
All
need
right.
one more small key.
I wouldn't say that, GFE, but not for certain individuals. Gil already knows. So now,
Well, it looks like we're heading up to TR. So we still have our Dark Death Mountain check. So Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny. We could potentially find another TR small in there. There could be a TR small in TR. Who knows? That's never happened before.
oh no, never.
Or we need an item from TR to get another small key to complete TR. So it has to be either Pod Big or GT Big on pedestal at this point. It can't be Pod Big, so it has to be GT Big on pedestal, right?
Yeah. I'm
or
hoping
something that leads to GT Big. You know, the Thieves Town small, like.
But we
Yes,
did
Bombos
see
was a nice
quite a lot
balance.
player, man.
The
We
game's
did
doing all the
see-
funnies.
This is a great seed. This is beautiful.
Sword and Swamp, Rule of Fire, etc., etc.
Oh yeah, that was among the first things we were talking about, you know, when we were talking about the sword being in swamp. Cause that's the law. And then we got Firelock Fire. That's the law. Alright, Hookshot Cave. What are you thinking?
TR small.
Well, close enough.
Well, that's interesting. Going out of your way to pick up a third pod small, huh? So do we actually need something else from pod? Oh, no. That just makes it fast, because you can just go through the front door. That makes it a little bit faster to walk through later.
Yeah, it's a speed choice.
There's our
your
TR small.
small. Yay.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
So, Ed?
Beer is sending Ed to Skull Woods. Now we get a good look at what is in Skull Woods, Gil.
Yeah, this is interesting. So I guess Ed's gonna beat Moth here, but I feel like you would want to do this last to pick up Pedestal. Oh, we're gonna see what's in this. Wait. Oh, that's right. They did pick this up for a sword.
Okay, third sword.
You're not going out of your way just for a tempered sword right now, though. So there's got to be something else back here.
Well, it is Ed and Pest Control, Gil. We gotta remember that. Ed, and Fire Rod.
Yeah. I'm
I
interested
can
to see what's back here now.
I can see
I mean,
him
what could
doing
possibly be back here now? Because we don't need that much at this point.
No, he's going straight for Pest Control. Beer is maybe Beer had him pick up the sword because he knows that Ed, has stormtrooper tendencies.
It is
So
required, yes, but if it's required, and unless the pod big is back here, you would want to save this for last, so you can finish Skull Woods and then immediately mirror and pull Ped, so you don't have to walk through here again.
yep.
Tempered is good, yeah, if you're a baby.
Yo, shots fired, Beer. See. Very few shots using the fire rod. Because we know our
okay.
horse.
Ed needed 5 more rupees because he needs to buy more potions, I see.
Buy more potions. Gil, you serious? Ah. Beer, what are you routing him? What are you
Alright, that
doing?
was... that's a little confusing for me, but hey, listen, I'm not gonna doubt anyone. I'm not there. I don't know what's on that spoiler log. I haven't looked at it.
Beer has got this all under control. Also,
Okay, there's our pod dig.
Yeah, right there on the laser bridge.
Tempered's not gonna speed up Trinex that much versus doing hammer.
Nah, you just bonk him with the hammer. Just bonk him. And that's what Gamma's gonna do. Because after all, he has to show off after doing that peg order. Meanwhile, all right, here we go. See? But also remember, chat. Remember, Gamma is still learning. So do not doubt his strategies. Yes, he's just learning. He understands. Meanwhile, we have the horse going into TR. Let's go! Also, we got raided, Gil, and we got raided by the master of the mirror shield. Oh my goodness. A true celebrity.
Alright, Gamma taking down Trinex here. Okay, dude. Oh, fun seed. Alright, so there's our boot. So yeah, it has to be GT Big or something that leads to GT Big on pedestal at this point.
We all can't be as good as Julo. We have accepted that as the way. But yeah, it's got to be GT Big Key on Ped. I mean,
yeah. So Gamma's gonna rush Pod and Skullwoods here, I would assume.
Yeah, enjoying those boots.
I'm kind of wondering now if it's actually gonna be the Thieves Town small and then the GT Big is in the Thieves Town big chest.
Oh, that would be awful. I love it. Let's go. Let's make the game a little bit more torturous than it already is. I'm all for it. Hera Small, mandatory Hera Small on Ped is reserved strictly for Home Wrecker. Okay.
So yeah, probably not too much exciting happening in the next couple minutes here, but yeah, I mean Ed is definitely behind by a roughly a TR clear at this point.
Our chat is so based. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Also, Gil, just for giggles, where did you think the lamp was? Because we're obviously not gonna get it.
Left side swamp.
Left side swamp. Ooh, that would be painfully good. I'd love it. Nah, we're not gonna see the lamp anytime soon. We'll see it. We'll see the lamp in the next game in this doubleheader. Okay, and we have
All right,
a quick...
Helma down. That's 2 of 3. Hey!
The fillet! Oh my goodness! Aga is in trouble now.
Well, that's why we were beaten, obviously. And yes, game 2, I believe, is going to happen immediately following the conclusion of this one.
Yep. Yes, you know a seed is not a seed unless you get, you know, the fillet. You gotta, if you don't win with the fillet, then you are not a gamer.
All right, let's see how much faster Ed's Try Next fight is because he got that tempered sword. Oh, Gamma doing Thieves Hunt first. Okay, so there's nothing in the Thieves Hunt big chest. I don't know, I think Gamma's Try Next fight was faster.
Chat. Y'all is so right but wrong at the same time. To answer that question, Ken, no. No.
What made Gamma so far ahead? Well, I mean...
Where do we start? Where do we start, Gil?
I mean, Gamma's execution has been
it's
significantly
been
cleaner.
Yeah.
And Ed did a weird thing of going to Skull Woods to get a tempered sword early.
Yeah, Ed can clear things a little bit quicker with the tempered sword, but with the lead that Gamma has right now, you know, it's gonna take a whole heap. And we have the great debate guild going on in chat right now. I look at spoiler, honestly.
So my issue with spoiler is not necessarily that it exists. Like, I don't mind spoiler as a mental exercise and stuff like that. My issue with spoilers specifically lies in how the spoiler log is delivered and how the spoiler log is parsed and all of that stuff. I wouldn't mind being a runner for a spoiler tournament, but I think spoiler log parsing is an absolute nightmare and very, very much not fun.
I like spoiler for the sheer fact that it hones in on your execution. You know, let's put it this way, it's all about execution.
Exactly, and I don't have good execution, which is why I don't like spoiler.
But the way that it's delivered is really bad because it's not, you're literally hitting the ground running. And sometimes, and it also depends who you're paired with too. Like sometimes you get people that, you know, will deliberately route certain items in just for the sheer, you know, keck W of it. But when it comes to competition, you know, you really have to know this game inside out if you are in the pilot seat. And, you know, I'm the type of person, if you pair me with someone, yes, I'm going to mandatory route you into getting shields. So, just so you could get the mirror shield, you know.
I look forward to you and Homewrecker doing pilot spoiler next year.
Oh, you really? That another channel I'd be banned from. Nice. I mean, there's already a ban command against me in Edge channel. You know, I just got off for good behavior. Home would make a ban. Nobody trusts. Gil, trust me. You could trust me as a pilot. I promise. I promise. You could totally trust me. I will do a pilot tournament with Animus. Yeah.
Alright, so we will find out soon what we were looking for on Pedestal. I mean, all signs point to GT Big, but it could be something dumber than that. So we'll see.
It would be great if it was something dumb, but no, it's not the mushy. I'm sorry. We would all love to have, you know, shovel to mushroom to GT Big Key, but unfortunately that's not gonna happen for us this time. While Gamma gets his $5 in blue and blue pendant, we're about to see what Ped has to offer. And Ed is going into Brotown. Meanwhile, get your Ped hype going, putting the fillet in the right place. Nah, he's
and
really...
it is... Yep, there's our GT Big Key.
GT Big Key. Didn't I foresee this before?
Swag net for Gamachu as he saves and quits. And heads up the mountain to finish up Hera and GT.
And, you know, you gotta give it to Team Gamma and Moogle. They routed this really well as a combined effort.
Yeah, no, the Gamma and Moogle did a great job. Gamma's execution has been, as you would expect from Gamma, very on point, and it seems like their routing was very clean as well.
Yeah. And Moogle even understood Gamma's allergy to hobo and literally left it off until the last minute when it was direly needed. You know, that's some team synergy going on right there. So Moogle, great job. Beer, you had the horse. You know,
Beer has to carry a whole horse on his back, so...
Yeah, so... Now, did you really think, Beer, that Gamma was gonna rush Hobo? Nope. Nope. Who shot fired? Shots fired in chat about Moogle. Meanwhile, we have the horse who's going through Brotown right now, getting ready for his blind fight. Wow, that was a blink and you miss it moment of the Troll Dorm.
All right, and that is 7 crystals, 3 pendants, no lamp, and we're here gonna climb GT.
All right, as the doors open at 59:14 and some change, we have Gamma dipping into GT, getting ready to do some battle with the dastardly Aga.
We're gonna pick up something from GT here.
Yeah,
Are there?
maybe the
What are
20
we?
bucks. No, dang it.
Are we just gonna grab? Are there just easy silvers here or something, or? So Gamma can afford to do this because Gamma is okay.
Wow.
Gamma knows that he's ahead here, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because Gamma is still learning, that is correct.
That's right. Gamma needs the silvers because he's still learning his Ganon fights. Come on, you guys. Gamma always has to look out for coverage, you know? Gamma is... Plus, I guess Gamma didn't feel like doing silverless Ganon, you know? The coordination of being able to hit him in the armpit. And sometimes it can scare people, especially people that are just learning. Come on now. So that was really nice of Moogle to help poor Gamma. There you go. See, Moogle is showing why Moogle is top tier pilot. Now the horse is journeying forth.
Yeah, the horse still has to do hair though.
I know.
Which is very quick, but again, there's literally no time to catch up at this point.
Remember a certain person getting bonked off. So let us put our prayers in chat for Ed. May he not get bonked off the platform. So prayer, jeez, let's go. Ed is being smart, uses the cape for protection.
Hey, there's no reason not to.
Yo, you know we should have a conversation about that. We need to have a conversation. Also, you know, people are going on about Gamma being fast. You know, once you give Gamma some boots, he goes back into his Kaz boots mode, and you know he's like, "I'm a champ." So there you go. The rule number 1: you want to take out Gamma,
He's a champ.
you
I thought
don't
he
get
was a
them.
Pichu.
That too. He is a Pichu, but he is a Kaz Boots champion. You know, the lucky horseshoe kicked in and it worked for him. And also, we should chastise him about not getting validation chest. I mean, he's in the lead, Gil.
I mean, it could have been arrows or something.
I know, right? Thinking he's gonna get all those arrows in. It would be nice if it was the single arrow. Then that means that this seed is totally validated. Also, we got the horse shooting with the arrows. Gil, look at that arrow count.
He's fine. He doesn't need any more than that. He doesn't need any, because Ed didn't pick up the silvers.
Ed! I guess Beer is like, you know what? Silverless for you. You get no silvers. No silvers for you.
I mean,
And
I think at this
now-
point you just have to try to cut as many corners as possible and then hope that Gamma messes up somewhere is where you're at.
Hey. So, Will Gamma. You know what? That Ganon has to go. He talked about Ducky. No. That's a cardinal sin. Also, got some dashing going on. Intentional bonk just because. And the horse is making the climb, Gil.
Alright, that was a very nice land motif from Ed. Good job with the Samaria strat there.
Yes, he used Tetris strats. Aww. Good job, Ed. This was the most aggressive Ganon fight that I've seen out of Gamma.
So get your GGs in chat for OK Dudes Gone Wild. Who, as long as Gamma can... Okay, yep, there he goes. Did it. Alright, so Gamma and Moogle Charm taking the first of these two back-to-back races tonight. Ed not too far behind here. Gonna finish this out, looks like. Got some good laser dodging there from Ed. I don't know what's going on here.
All right, our horse is going in, getting ready to duke it out pretty soon. Maybe we'll, since he's in the position he's in, let's hope he fluffs and opens validation chest. Just because. Remember what I just said, Gil, about a certain person bonking
It's
off?
fine. It's fine.
Gamma as a pilot. Woo! Uh-oh. Ed is hovering.
Ed, please. All right, now he's just trying to show off.
That's our horse. That is our horse.
He should try a Moldorm bounce here instead. Oh, there he goes.
Him
Wow.
up. Yeah. Get him.
Gamma didn't hover, so who's really better than?
Well, Gamma doesn't know how to hover. He only knows how to do a 20th round Moldorm bounce. I mean, no. First try Moldorm bounce. Gamma. Oh.
So now Ed and Beard just crossing their fingers that the next one's a hover seed.
Yes. Oh, that would give Ed a definite advantage because first round Moldorm bounce is not something that Gamma's known for. So, yes, I said 20th try Moldorm bounce. Also, Ed showing us how to properly dash into and defeat Agatu. Also, Gil, did you see what Ed used in the Aga battle?
I did.
Yes.
That's why they picked it up.
Ed will be the true winner of this game. So Ed has won our hearts by using the fillet, because that's the only true way you beat Aga. Any Aga.
This is good. We're gonna get a little variety here. You know, we'll get to show the folks how you beat Ganon without silver arrows. Hopefully.
Yeah, you just chop him in the armpit. I mean, like he's like you stink, Ganon. I mean, let me just hit you in the armpit. Done deal. So, all right, it's prime time. About to see some high quality horseplay going on. Also, I'm very impressed, Gil, that Ed was able to hit the lamp area, so without missing.
It was a good fire rod torch glitch.
Yes,
Getting
I am proud of the horse.
Some triples here.
Wow, GFE with
Nicely
the
done.
parcel tongue.
All right, and that is get your GGs in chat for Mr. Ed.
Yes.
Finishing exactly 5 minutes later at 1:10:18. Oh, nice. All right, yes, we get the swag,
yes,
the swag bounce.
Moonwalking in there. You go, Ed. That's our horse. So what are you expecting for the next game?
An even trashier seed.
Ooh.
Alright, we're gonna get the next seed set up and started up, so we're gonna go back to the countdown screen for a couple minutes while we get all ready here, so we'll be back in just a moment.
I'm watching.